So, my name's Ralph, otherwise known as moon&star, and I just wanted to make another quick video about Gamescom, which happened the other day. And I feel like the highlights, if you saw it, it was definitely that CDProjektRed's announcement of The Witcher 3 Remastered. That just completely blindsided everybody. Like, holy shit, like that was quite the nuclear bomb to end it on, right? Like that was definitely the announcement that stole the show, in my opinion. Now, The Witcher 3 is one of my personal favorite games, like of all time. It's just so damn good. I played it back when it released over 11 years ago. It's crazy to say that. And I think it's absolutely insane that they're going to be dropping a free freaking remaster for the game in just over a month, towards the end of September. And it's a full-on remaster. They're giving away the Hearts of Stone and the Blood and Wine DLC for people that just have like the base game. They're just straight up giving it away, and then you'll be getting the remaster of like the entire game in a little over a month as of the recording of this video, and it's absolutely insane. Like, and I remember like thinking to myself, like, it's crazy that we're getting this level of treatment from a company, because I know that CDProjektRed reputation has been kind of tarnished ever since like the launch of Cyberpunk, and ever since then they've been taking steps to like rectify that. And in my opinion, they've long since already rectified it with like, the Edge Runners and, anime alongside the Phantom Liberty with the 2.0, and like they straight up redeemed themselves already. But this just makes me go, okay, like they're officially the goats now. Like, it's just completely embarrassing for any other company, to be honest. Any other company, like the first company that popped into my head was freaking Nintendo. Like, meanwhile Nintendo is charging you $20 fucking for like Pokemon Fire Red and like Leaf Green on like the Switch 2, which is basically just a ROM that anybody can just get on their damn phone nowadays. Like anybody can play it on their phone, and they're charging you $20 a pop for it. And there's rumors that there's gonna be, Soul Silver or like other remastered, or not remastered, but like basically other Pokemon games that are gonna be coming. But that they're gonna be charging you full, or maybe not full price, but they're gonna be charging you a decent chunk for games that are like 20 plus years old now. Like, it's absolutely insane. And then you have CDProjektRed just dropping like fucking a full-on remaster of a game that's over 11 years old, and they're adding on top of that like a whole new adventure with Songs of the Past releasing next year. And they're just straight up handing it to you. And this is the type of stuff that really makes you look at other companies with like a very critical lens, like Nintendo being the one I just mentioned. But I still also can't believe that Breath of the Wild, if you want to get it on Switch 2, it's still like $70. That game came out like a couple years after The Witcher. The Witcher came out in like summer 2015, and Breath of the Wild came out like spring 2017, so like a little less than 2 years after that. So Breath of the Wild, as of this video, is like, what, like 9 years old, and you still have to spend like that much just to get it. And that's not even including like the Master Mode DLC, whatever. I think it's like an extra $20. And that doesn't even come bundled with like the Switch 2 like edition of the game, and it's like, what the hell? Like, normally whenever games get like some form of upgrade, there's like some form of Game of the Year edition, or like it has everything bundled in, but these people just can't even put the damn content in, because they feel like they have to nickel and dime you every step of the way. And I feel like CDProjektRed continues to be that company that they're always looking out for the consumers, the players, and all that. And I feel like this is an even bigger blow, like especially with a lot of the anti-consumer stuff we've been seeing with people like Sony, with the PlayStation, about, oh, by the way, you don't own your freaking digital games. You own a license. oh, and by the way, we're not, doing discs anymore, so get used to it, and like people are just pissed, man, like, and then with Rockstar, with Grand Theft Auto 6 being digital only, like it just seems to me like this was that point that it proves that like companies, if they really wanted to be like pro-consumer, they absolutely could. Like we can't really expect companies to just be, doing things like this often, because then they wouldn't stay in business for long. They're just handing out shit for free. But like, it just kind of goes to show that when a company reaches like levels of wealth that they absolutely can afford to just kind of like, treat their fan bases a little bit more, they just don't do it, because they're just hoarding like all the resources, and they're charging you every step of the way. They're just constantly nickel and diming you, and this is the type of shit that like CDProjektRed proves, and to the consumers, that we absolutely can be treated better if they wanted to, but every other company just doesn't want to. And I just wanted to get this video out there just to kind of like, process like that announcement from earlier, because I'm super hyped, man. And I guess I just wanted to reflect a little bit on how the gaming industry currently stands, and how game companies operate, and how a lot of the people, perceive a lot of these business practices, because a lot of people are just becoming very jaded towards gaming for like a variety of reasons. A lot of people say games were better back then, all that jazz, and I'm sure there's arguments you could make for it, but I think people just really don't have much faith in the gaming industry, and honestly, you can't really blame them. But I've always argued that gaming is still as good as ever. It's just that a lot of the negativity of it, like a lot of the negative aspects of it, have just been, it's just more prominent because of like social media and like independent independent journalism and stuff like that. Like we're just seeing a lot of the warts more than we did back in the day. But I guess I just want to get this video out there, just to kind of get my thoughts out. And if you guys have anything to say, just drop it in the comments, and I guess we could have discussion. And thank you for watching.